Hello, wonderful people. Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Let me review two fragrances back to back in two separate episodes. These are last of the very two samples that I have from two different brothers. Very kind and generous samples, definitely, because I got to try something new. So I'm gonna start with ladies first. Obviously, I'm gonna start with the women's perfume. This is called. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, like Idol or Idole. I don't know. So I'm not French, but it's basically, I think it's referring to ideal woman or women empowerment. Okay, this was gifted to me by USB page owner. Why am I saying Shafi Bhai? Ifran Bhai, sorry. He is one of the most how to say biggest sellers in Bangladesh. He always brings latest fragrances, a lot of samples for people to buy and try. So thank you so much, Ifran Bhai. Thank you so much, USB page, for the video say courtesy. So here is a 1.2 sample and it's a Le Parfum sort of a concentration, and that's how the bottle looks. I saw a few reviews. This bottle is super tall and super thin. It's about this much, okay? And the reviewer said this is very difficult to make it stand. So I don't know about that because I don't have the bottle with me, but you can keep it in your mind. But some ladies said the fragrance has no problem standing in the shelf or something, but I just not would keep this tall bottle at the edge of the furniture or whatever the case where you keep it, because you might knock it off or it might just a little bit shake or earthquake, it will fall and break. But the bottle is really pretty, actually. I really like the bottle. And the house is Lancome. I love Lancome. I did review a lot of Lancome women's perfume. So Lancome also have men's fragrances, but mostly what I see is women's perfume. So I'm wearing this sample. This is a plastic sample. I wore through like half of it, okay? I'm having the dry down on my hand. It's very pleasant kind of a fragrance. And let me spray this and talk about it. Okay, it's a latest release. I think 2019 release, okay? Let's spray and talk. Okay, very nice sort of mist from the small sample. So this fragrance is apparently a very fruity, fresh, floral kind of a perfume. And the fragrance, I will tell you one thing, it's absolutely easy to love. It's one kind of fragrance that you're not gonna find it challenging or find anything that you don't like, or it will challenge your nose. It doesn't have that sort of properties in this perfume. I think it's very, very lovely, fresh florals. Okay, there's note like pear, rose, musk. I believe what are the other notes? I don't remember. There's some florals. Basically, what you get is some citrus. So yeah, it's very. You can see the pear is very nice. I think first thing I get is pear. A little bit that the rose picks up just a tad bit in the opening, but once that fruity pear disappears, you start seeing the rose with that kind of like a musky tone at the dry down. It stays pretty linear throughout the day. The longevity is pretty damn good on this one. Sort of reminds me, as Fragrantica suggested, kind of like coach for her. And also I think I would say Dior's Joy. It's kind of like that sort of a perfume, but of course not the same. So if you even do not like rose, you can definitely give it a try because it's very pleasant and very playful kind of a scent. And the fragrance, it has kind of like a sharpness to it. Okay, that florals, it might be a little bit sharp, but it's not as sharp as Armani C or some of the other more opium, black opium. It's more like La Vie Belle. Think of La Vie Belle, of like a little bit of La Vie Belle, like fresh version of La Vie Belle. If you like La Vie Belle, Bombshell by, what's the house called? Bombshell by Victoria's Secret. If you like those, think of like a toned down version, much more airy, much more transparent version of those, okay? Really like the smell. I think you can easily gift it to someone. It's one of the safe gifts you can get your mother, sister, or your wife, girlfriend, or your friend, whatever the case is. They're really gonna love the fragrance. So the fragrance, the longevity wise, I'll give it like 8.5 out of 10. Very good longevity. Seasons would be summer and spring. Longevity and projection, everything if you consider, and then if you give it overall mark, I'll give it 8.5 out of 10. The perfume, it's pretty nice, okay, but one criticism of this perfume, it's not very unique or original creation. That's one thing. Keep it in mind. If you have La Vie Belle or some similar fragrances, perhaps you just try a sample first. Do not blind buy it, right? So that's the review. Let me move on to the second review. That's going to be a niche perfume. Take care, guys. Good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.